So here we go then. The Young Guns on tour once again, this time at Ipswich Town training ground, the first press conference of the season in the bag. Alex, my friend, McKenna had an in-person press conference. I think this is the plan going forward this season. What was that like, and being up the training ground for the first time?
Yeah, well, I've been down this way before to come pick you up. That's the only time I've actually been down here. It's a nice personal touch, isn't it? I think that's the biggest thing, is that we have the personal element of getting to see people, see the players, see the management, and I think that a lot of people have missed that. Maybe even the players, and maybe even McKenna likes it a little bit, just to make sure that you get to know people. It's a nice added touch, I think.
And the sun is shining now, but before we got here, or when we actually got here and got into the room and nice snug, it absolutely just, I was about to say the other word, but what's the word?
Hammered it down?
Hammered it down, that's the word, not the other word. And we were a little bit worried, all the audio's not going to be great, but thankfully it wasn't too bad in the end. But a lot was said, of course. Of course, we had all the media outlets there. Sky were here, but of course it's all about us. Alex, and you asked the big question about injury news, and of course we wanted to know about Broadhead and all that sort of stuff, but Christian Walton is the big one, and not good news.
No, not good news with Christian Walton. He is going to miss the Sunderland match, and it looks like he's going to miss quite a few matches after that as well. Kieran McKenna said it's not looking like weeks, it's looking more like it's going to be months for him on the sidelines with a torn plantar fasciitis.
Foot injury.
With a foot injury, yeah. My pronunciation's not great. I dread to think how you'd tackle that.
I'm gonna try to.
But a nasty one for him and a really massive miss for Town. Other than that, there are positive bits of news there. Looks like Nathan Broadhead will be available, as will Massimo Luongo, as will... Who else am I missing from that list? Luongo, Broadhead, and, well, we've got a little bit of a setback with Clark, obviously, as well.
Suspended
looks
anyway,
like, Yeah, he's suspended for that game, but it looks like he's going to have a bit more of a setback. Cameron Humphreys will be ready and available as well. So overall, it's a fairly well-stacked team, well-stocked in most areas. Obviously, the goalkeeping position is now the one that's causing some concern. So we'll have to see what the plans are down that route in the next few weeks. Hladky's stepped in
he
games.
praised him, didn't he? He did praise him because he mentioned, Vaz played in McKenna's first ever game against Wickham, which he got a clean sheet, got a 1-0 win. I think Walton maybe had COVID, so he missed that game. But he's just been there and he's done the job being that second choice, and he's done well in pre-season as well. Yeah. Vaz, I'm sure he's ready to go to play Championship football.
Yeah, it would be a big challenge for him if he's going to be the one who's going to have to step in for the next few months. But he looked capable of it from whenever I've seen him play. So I feel like the strength at the back starts from your goalkeeper, doesn't it? If you've got a solid pair of hands in front of the net, then that's going to be the reason for you keeping clean sheets and doing well at the back in the Championship. Walton is a top-end Championship goalkeeper, I'd say. There's a reason why Luton were rumoured at least to be sniffing around him in the last few weeks. So it's a huge blow for Town to have him out for such an extended period of time. And yeah, it's just about how the others step up now. It's about how McKenna might want to approach it as well. Is there the option to strengthen in that market? They obviously already have with Kieran Slicker, but I don't see him stepping into that role over the next few months as a full-time option. So different things that the club can do and different ways that they can approach it. I think Hladky looks like he'll be set for the number one, at least for the time being, and we'll get a clearer picture on what Walton's injury and the time frame with that one is in the next few weeks.
Indeed. Any other talking points from the game as we wrap up this press conference? Of course, we've got a long journey to Sunderland. Like many Town fans, I'm sure you're going to be doing that trip. But any other talking points? Of course, you asked about Dominic Ball, the Swiss Army knife and all that. It will be interesting to see the first 11. We now know, it's going to be potentially Lanky in goal. The rest we'll find out. But any other talking points?
Yeah, the right-back situation is going to be interesting, isn't it? I think that, as I said, my money's on Dom Ball for that one, but McKenna knows it's an interesting battle. The depth will help in those different areas. We've spoken to Connor Chaplin about that battle with Freddie Ladapo, for example. It pushes the players to be better. Other than that, it's just a lot of hype around the Sunderland game. We know how big this one is going to be. Huge 40,000 capacity stadium that I'm sure will be absolutely full after Sunderland's playoff push. Town back in after 4 years. Everyone's tipped them to be up near the top. I've not seen many even in the bottom half at all. Most of them have been between sixth. I've seen as high as second today. So a lot of pressure on Town in a lot of ways, but McKenna's not necessarily feeling it. he's just excited to get stuck in with this first game. It is a really big one. It's a really exciting one. I think everyone can feel it. I think that's why there's so much interest in it from a national level as well. Live on Sky, 5 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday. Really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, bring it on. And a shout out to the steward here at Ipswich Town. He saw us, he spotted us, and just said thanks for all the work we do. So shout out to you, my friend.
Really appreciate it.
Hope you enjoyed this. And I hope everyone else has enjoyed this. We're hoping to bring this throughout the season, doing our little talking points after the press conferences. So stay tuned and bring on Sunderland then, Alex.
Yep.
Let's go.